chair of the Parent Advisory Committee for Salem Kaiser Native Ed Program. And I'm really excited to really be here in this space today to celebrate our graduates from Salem Kaiser. Here in this space, I just want to say thank you to McNairy High School for their staff and supporting us and hosting this event in their beautiful ballroom. I'd also like to thank the Salem Kaiser Native Education Program, the staff, and all of our Parent Advisory Committee members for the hours of their service and that it took to coordinate and organize this year's graduation celebration. Before we begin, I'd like for you all to please turn off or silence your cell phones if you can. Throughout the ceremony and in honor of tradition, you're going to be asked to stand if you're able to. Remove any of your caps or hats so that we can honor the entrance and the exit of our color guard, starting with the honor song. Our host drum for tonight is Young Bull Singers, and our color guard this evening is from the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. And giving invocation is a Grand Ronde and Muckleshoot Kevin Simmons. And if I could ask you, please stand as the Young Bull Singers bring in our color guard. Thank you again, Young Bowl Singers, Color Guard, and now I welcome Kevin Simmons, Muckleshoot and Grand Ronde member, to come to the stage for our invocation.
L'chaim, Kevin Simmons, Naga Yaho, Naga Chagu Couple, Grand Ronde, Oregon, P. Muckleshoot, Washington. Hello, I'm Kevin Simmons. I'm from Grand Ronde and Muckleshoot. I'm thankful and honored to be up here. Sahuli Tai, Heavenly Father, Creator, we thank Thee for this day. We thank You for the spirit in which we feel. We're thankful for this opportunity, Creator, to celebrate our young ones, those who have traveled this journey of formal education. We ask that Thy Spirit watch over them, Father. That we ask and feel that we do so through our Ankari Tilakam, those people that came here before us, Father. That our hearts and our minds, Creator, are put upon this young children that came through the boarding school system, that we truly walk in their footsteps. And by honoring and recognizing that, Father, that we honor them. We're so very grateful for all of our elders who came before us, who showed us the way through this system, the way through education. And not only for ourselves to be successful, Father, but to be motivated to turn to our communities and return and to help others. Father, I recognize and hear and feel the connection that we have to all of our relatives, not just to our native relatives, but to all of the children and the youth that are in our school systems. Father, at this time, I humbly ask for a blessing upon this school district, upon the teachers and the administrators who had to make tough decisions, and the families and the children who have to pay this price. We ask, Father, for the eyes and the ears to see what it is that we can do in our home, meaning our children, our native children during this time, that we ask humbly that Thy Spirit may be here. We're thankful for the singers that are here that bring the Spirit and bring the connection to our Ankari Tilakam. We're thankful for the parents. We're thankful for the grandparents. We're grateful for the Indian education staff who work and serve tirelessly throughout the year, thinking of our children. Father, we ask that Thy Spirit be here in celebration of these children and these youth that are growing, that are marching forward through success in the Western world. But Thou, Father, that their Ankari Tilakam may be with them to help them to return to their communities. We're so very grateful for this opportunity and for this celebration, and the parents that serve in the Indian education program. We thank Thee in Thy Son's name. Who? Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it is my pleasure to introduce, you may be seated now. Sorry. I'd like to introduce Sandra Price. She is the Director of School Improvement. She has been instrumental in facilitating change of policies and procedures and requesting resources to support the Native Ed program here at Salem-Keizer, amongst many other accomplishments. Please welcome Sandra to the stage for our land acknowledgement.
It is my honor, my deep, deep honor to share this land acknowledgement. Here in the Willamette Valley, the ancestry of the Kalapuya reaches the furthest back in time, reminding us that this bountiful and plentiful valley has been called home by its original inhabitants long before the names of the snowy peaks in the distance were re-identified. We would like to forward our respect to the first peoples of this land, the 9 federally recognized tribes of Oregon, and those whose identities have been compromised as belonging to this land and who do not fall under state or federal jurisdiction. We reflect on that displacement, forced removal, and genocides that still took place throughout Oregon and beyond, to ensure we truly honor the gravity of our past, giving a guarantee that people may live in harmony and equity on this land for posterity. We would like this acknowledgement to carry a resonance as a tool of peace and mutual respect to all that reside here, who come from afar to contribute to the energy and vibrancy of the place we call home, the sacred lands of the Willamette Valley.
Thank you, Sandy. As we said earlier, many people were instrumental in helping our graduates reach this point. So we also want to acknowledge the parents, of which we thank you for your support and the success of your students' academic endeavors. Elders, we thank you for your guidance, continuous wisdom, and support for our families, showing us patience and mentorship. The Native education staff who work tirelessly to ensure students have the tools and resources they need. The Native Ed Program's Parent Advisory Committee, who volunteer their time to work with the school district and local tribes, as well as the Native education staff on the current policies, culture, and history at Salem-Keizer Public Schools. Our Lakota Oyata Key Club, this is a group of volunteers that have given thousands of hours to make the heirloom quality Pendleton wool graduation stools that are here today and being gifted to your students. Local tribal councils, we're honored to have this partnership and guidance of our youth. The Native Ed program could not function and succeed without the support of each of you. We're forever thankful for our partnerships and appreciate all that you give to see our children flourish. Thank you. And a special thank you to the Oregon Native American Education Foundation. They provided funds in support of this ceremony to include decorations for the ceremony, as well as lots of other volunteer supports and hours dedicated. Please welcome Yelena Cole from the Oregon Native American Education Foundation to share a few words.
Good afternoon. I can barely see you guys. This podium's a little high for me, but so good afternoon. My name is Yelena. I'm the president of the Oregon Native American Education Foundation. And first off, I would just like to say congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. You guys should be very proud of yourselves. Your hard work and your perseverance is paying off, and we're super excited to recognize you here today. I'd like to just speak a few moments about the foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we are here to support Native American kids. We were established in 20 because of COVID. We got a little bit of a slow start, but we are about 3 years rolling. And what I would really like to just make known to everybody is that we are here for all American Indian and Alaska Native students and in your academic needs. So just a little bit about what we have done and what we continue to do to support our Native kids. For the Native Ed program in itself, for the last 5 years, we have supported the swim lessons, the first foods, crafts for the kids to put together. We are also one we have discounted senior photos. We have scholarships up to $1,000. We had 3 of them for this year. So I put all this out here just so that we can make sure that everybody is aware of the foundation and what we can do. We want to make sure all of our Native students have the tools and resources, and if they are in need of something extra in order to make school a little bit easier so that they can get through this school year or get through their senior year or whatever you may have, we are here for you. So if you need any assistance, please look us up on Facebook or Instagram. Again, it's the Oregon Native American Education Foundation. We're always looking for help and volunteers, so if that's something you're interested in also, please let us know. Also, as a future note, our foundation is looking to put together family culture nights. Hopefully that will be starting up next year. We will be having all kinds of different culture nights, meaning beading, regalia making, drum making. So we hope to take this the next step further and bring it out to the community so we can bring our culture and our traditions to our kids and our families. So again, I'd like to thank the PAC for allowing me to be here, and I want to congratulate the graduates once again. Nice work, guys. Good job.
All right. This year we have 55 graduates completing high school, not all of which are here today with us this afternoon. However, we'd be remiss not to mention them and note how proud we are of all of them. Can we get a grad clap? Our graduates have reached a milestone in their lives during a challenging time. Graduates after high school, you will have more responsibility, independence, and you'll make many decisions on your own as adults. The decisions and paths you choose in the next few years will impact the rest of your lives. Graduates, only you can choose your path. Only you can decide who and what you want to be. These decisions will determine your happiness and the success as you deem it in your life. And these decisions are not taken lightly. They will help determine the kind of person you will become. We honor you and your accomplished tonight. Be proud to carry your head high and don't stop until you've reached your dreams. At this time, it's an honor for me to introduce to you our high school guest speaker, Makai DeBerry. Makai DeBerry is affiliated with the Quechan tribe of the Fort Yuma. He is graduating from West Salem High School, where he has excelled academically and athletically as the 6A CVC champion in the javelin and shot put, and musically as a saxophonist in the wind ensemble and jazz bands. He will attend the University of Oregon to study computer science and philosophy. Everybody welcome Makai DeBerry.
Thank you for the warm welcome. All right. To my fellow seniors, over the past 3 years, I've had the pleasure of working with the Native Education Program. And over those 3 years, I've always heard a recurring theme, that Gen Z is something else. Whether it's an exhausted declaration or a comment filled with pride, the statement is always true. Gen Z is a generation full of revolutionaries. From our very beginning, we were built differently. We grew up in the social media era, where you can express your personality across the world from the palm of your hand, where new ideas are born and where massive groups of people can be united by shared thoughts and experiences. The world has never seemed so bigger or seemed to run so fast. It was hard to believe the adults around me when they told me that my childhood would be over within the blink of an eye. I always thought they were just reminiscing on the glory days when TVs were big and gas was less than $2 a gallon. It's only now that I look back and realize that maybe they did know what they were talking about. Now that we're at the end, I encourage us all to look back at the people who helped us get to where we are today. They are the ones who have shaped our generation's childhood. And now it's up to us to shape our adulthood. No matter where we go, what we do, or how prepared we feel about it, everything that we've learned up till now is to help guide us along the way to our next point in our journey. We've been given the tools to handle whatever is thrown at us. At some point, we were all asked the question, what are you going to do when you graduate? And at some point, we had to figure out something to say. Whether it's going to college, taking a gap year, getting a job, or even joining the military, we all had to decide what decision was best for us. The paths we take may be similar, but the way that you walk, strut, skip, crawl, or even roll along your path is increasingly different than anyone ever before. When you leave here today, ask yourself, what makes you you? And ask yourself where you are when you feel the most like yourself. The answer to those two questions will give you the keys to being the most authentic you that you can be. In a world growing full of ideas, trends, and experiences, who you are and grow to be will be one of the few trends that can never be replicated. Thank you.
Thank you, Makai. Next, we have our very own Native Ed alumni, Salma Ramos. Salma Ramos is enrolled in the Confederate Tribes of Siletz Indians. At the age of 23, Salma graduated from Western Oregon University with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and pre-PA. She is currently a CNA in hopes of getting accepted to the OHSU Physician Assistant Program. Please welcome Salma Ramos.
Thank you. Graduates, I just want to congratulate you on all your accomplishments. You should be very proud of yourselves. I remember being in that same exact spot 5 very short years ago. I also remember being in grade school, spending my summers at Indian Ed, learning to bead, make moccasins, and connect with my culture. I'm sure you've all heard this before. Time flies, and it flies very, very fast. I just completed 4.5 years at Western Oregon University and obtained a degree in biology and pre-PA. With a diversity scholarship from the Multicultural Student Union at Western Oregon, higher education assistance, and the Oregon Tribal Student Grant, I was able to do it debt-free. If it wasn't for my involvement in Indian education and higher ed, I really don't think I'd be in the spot I'm in today, in hopes of continuing my education at OHSU. You're probably thinking, university is only 4 years. Why did it take you longer? November 3rd, 2021, the start of my junior year at Western, I was admitted to Salem Hospital with acute tubular necrosis, essentially acute kidney failure. I was in the middle of all my biology classes, anatomy, microbio, neurobio, all the labs. I could not afford to miss school, but the hospital was my home for about 2 weeks. So a medical withdrawal was necessary. After a few rounds of dialysis, I was finally released, and it wasn't until the following spring term of 2022 that I re-enrolled and continued my classes, which essentially I was behind a year. But regardless of that, here I am now, healthy, completed my bachelor's degree. So graduates, you'll be faced with many unknown challenges in these next coming years of adulthood that you probably have no idea about yet. But there's nothing that you can't overcome. The world can be scary, but you can absolutely achieve your goals, and you have lots of support. Just to wrap it up, don't be scared to bead your caps and wear your feathers. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Renee Romanos. Renee Romanos Mace, citizen of the Cheyenne Arapaho tribes of Oklahoma, was born in Eugene and grew up in the foothills of Mount Hood. She received her MAs from Oregon State University and received a BS from Eastern Oregon University. She is the Native American Student Success Coordinator for the Office of Indian Education within ODE, the Oregon Department of Education. Her main duties are to update and promote American Indian Alaskan Native student success plans, as well as administer the state's advisory committee for American Indian Alaskan Native student success. She's currently updating the Oregon Student Success Plan for 2030, administering the University of Oregon's Native Student Discipline Study and Native Voices, the Enduring Languages of Oregon Tribes documentary film project. She is the author of the book Sweetgrass Talking and The River of Life, a spoken word CD with noted Native flute player Peter Alley. Romanos is a poet, photographer, artist, and activist who lives and thrives in the Pacific Northwest. Please welcome Renee.
Greetings. Hello, everyone. Pivawana. It's such a pleasure to be here, to share this time with each of you, and to know that I can barely see you. So if you make funny faces or if you fall asleep, I'm not going to know. And sometimes these things can be fraught with emotion. They can be filled with sadness as we move on. This is a milestone for each of you. I'm actually going to open my speech with a poem. It's called Wind Song. I encourage you to close your eyes for this poem. The wind carries messages for those with ears to hear. The trees carry signs for those with eyes to see. The forest tells stories to those who can read. The eagle beckons to those whose spirits are free. Thank you. Since time immemorial, our people have walked this land. We are stewards of the land, of the water, earth, and sky. Our languages are layered in this land. Our songs, our traditions, our ways of life, the bones of our ancestors are in this land. Our ancestors are all around us at this time. At this very moment, they are watching. They are cheering. They're luluing for each and every one of you. We are still here, filled with dreams, hopes, aspirations. Some will go right to work, some will continue to work, some will go to college or the military, some will work their way through school, some will begin families of their own. Once upon a time, a 3-year-old girl was brought to a new stepfather. He was an alcoholic. He was violent. He was racist. His favorite punching bag was that little girl. She grew up surrounded by chaos, by violence and dysfunction. She taught herself to read before she started school and found solace in the writings of Edgar Rice Burroughs, in the works of Tolstoy, of Heinlein, of Anne McCaffrey, of Vine Deloria Jr. She grew up wild in the woods of the foothills of Mount Hood, and in the knowledge that being Native was not a bad thing, contrary to what she was told every day by her stepfather. Told she was nothing. She would never be anything. She would never go anywhere. she would never have anything. She grew up. She went to college, working 3 jobs, competing in varsity sports in high school and college. She persevered, remembering always where she came from, remembering always that if her stepfather didn't like natives, then it must be the best thing in the whole world to be native. Strengthened by her ancestors, she persevered, raising her children in a drug, alcohol, and violence-free home, breaking the cycle, raising healthy and happy children who are now married, and raising their children in violence, alcohol, and drug-free homes. Following their dreams just as you are following yours. Be you. You are the only one on the planet that is you. Your ancestors are surrounding us today, watching over each and every one of you. This chapter is concluding. We are here to celebrate your accomplishments. What you have done during these past years will now lift you forward. The friendships you have formed will lift your spirits for years to come. What is in front of you? Whatever you dream of. This is your next chapter, your chance to use your story and not let your story use you. All the negativity you may have heard is now fuel to your heart. Like that little girl, let any negativity fire you up. Inspire you to achieve what you may have never thought you could be, you could become, or you could dream of. Dream. Dream big. Chase those dreams. I'm stuck behind this box. I'm not a behind the box woman, I'm a Cheyenne woman. Each and every one of you are here because you reached your goals. Each and every one of you are here supporting the dreams, the goals, the hopes of our ancestors that we see in each of you. I see you. I'm honored to be here today. I wrote this really terrific speech, and I'm not good at writing down speeches because I like to let the words of my ancestors come through me. And as I look at each and every one of you, I'm filled with emotion. Makai, thank you for all that you've done and all that you have left to do. And to our college speaker, keep going. My grandfather always told me, granddaughter, go as far as you can. Take that baby as far as you can. Show her how to change the world. Okay, back to my little speech. This is the first time in my entire life I have typed up a speech outside of college. I was like, this is a really special time. I need to make this special for my students. Become who you dream of becoming. Become who your ancestors dreamt of you becoming. I have tears coming down my face. My grandfather always said to me, granddaughter, tears are a gift from the Creator. They're for healing. Never be ashamed of your tears. Never. And to the parents, to the grandparents, to the families, this is a very emotional time. Feel that emotion, live in that emotion, feel that pride, let it overflow. Let your children, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren, let them see how proud we are of them. Let them feel it. My thanks go to the honor guard who carried our flags in, who lived their lives, continue to live their lives with courage and honor and conviction, setting a fine example for each and every one of us. Each and every one of us are here because our warriors fight for us. We fought for this land. and we continue to do so. One of the words in my intro was activist. You being born is an act of activism. You graduating is an act of activism. Stand up if you believe in yourself. Stand up if you believe in what you've accomplished. Stand up for yourself. Y'all, get off your butts and stand up. I'm going full on auntie right now. Now, I see you. Turn around and show everybody how beautiful you are. Show them that you're proud of yourself. Show them what you've accomplished. We love you. We're glad you're here. We're grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We needed that moment, didn't we? Man, if only we could get you to stay in on Friday nights like that. Okay, let's back to the serious now. Let's see. You will lead, you will listen, you will learn. You will not only survive, you will thrive. Who was that broken-hearted little girl? You probably already know. It was me. Where did I go? I went to college. My high school counselor, we had an obligatory meeting with the counselor as seniors, and that counselor said to me, and I was consistently on the honor roll. I was a student leader. I was in drama. I was in choir. I was in everything that would get me out of the dysfunction and the pain that was my home. I took part in almost everything that I could because it was safer at school than it was at home. Even though the words of my stepfather were daily, awful words that I won't repeat, but you're nothing. You'll never amount to anything. You'll never go anywhere. You'll never be anything. You'll never do anything. I've traveled the world. I've been to every single state in the Union. I've been to Canada. I've been to Mexico. Go wherever you want to go. Don't let the words of people who are lost in their own pain hold you back. I use that to fuel my education. I'm going to college. So that counselor, I'm sitting in his office, and he looks at me. Remember, student leader, consistently on honor roll, involved in all these things, and sports. And he says, you know, Renee, I really think you should go to trade school. Nothing wrong with trade school. Nothing at all. I was like, oh, well, thank you for your guidance. You are the guidance counselor. And I walked out of his office, and I remember this distinctly. He had a white door. I closed the door, and I thought, nah, I'm going to college. And I went to Eastern Oregon University, and I ran for them for track and cross country, and I worked 3 jobs, and I kept going. And I dropped out after 2 years. And this is where it's really important that you pay attention. Do not drop out. Do not. I got burnt out. 3 jobs, 2 sports, full schedule. I got tired. So I dropped out. I went back to school at 40. I went back to college at 40 years old because I finally decided someday I'm going to be 45. With or without a degree, and I wanted it to be with. I went back to college. I had 2 children, divorced, single mom, and I finished. And I did something really unusual, which was not in my cool, really awesome, inspiring speech. But I noticed I was working, I did a work-study job in the Indian Ed office at Eastern. And I said, hey, we have a lot of courses that relate to like a Native Studies minor. And Jackie Grant, who has passed on, and many of you may have heard of Jackie or worked with her, I asked her, can I work on my work study about this Native Studies thing? Why don't we have a minor at Eastern? And she's like, I've been working on that for 14 years. Like, that's a long time not to get the job done. So because it was a work-study job, I studied every Native Studies program in the US and Canada because I was paid by the hour. And I'm a smart girl. So I looked at all those programs, and I deduced that we only had 4 classes to keep us from offering a Native Studies minor. And so then I called my friend, who happened to be General Council Chairman at Umatilla. I was like, hey, John, I'm trying to get Native Studies established as a minor at Eastern. He's like, that's a great idea. We support that. I'm like, good. Can we have a tribal resolution? This is where you pull your friend card. And boom, we had a tribal resolution in support of the Native Studies minor. I made an appointment with the college president because I didn't know as a student you probably shouldn't do that. Ignorance opens a lot of doors for you. Knock on those doors. Open those doors. Close the doors that are negativity, the guidance counselor who tells you can't. No, you can. 4 years later, the Native American Studies minor was established at Eastern Oregon University before many other universities in Oregon even had that. Thank you. You can do it. If you see a need, fulfill that need, fill that gap. There are dozens of students who have taken that minor since then. Remember when I told you that I've been to Europe? So I was in grad school. My grandfather calls me. He was very, very frail when he was older. And he said to me, granddaughter, do you have a passport? No, I don't have a passport. When am I leaving my land? Come on. He said, I need you to go to Europe with me. I need help. I'm like, sure, I'll get a passport. So I got a passport. And I thought, nobody's going to pay for me to go to Europe. I've never been to Europe. At that point, I hadn't traveled very much other than the US. So I get a call on a middle of the week, and he goes, granddaughter, did you get your passport? I said, yeah. Good. We leave Monday. What? I know, that's what I said. So I packed a huge bag. We were there for 10 days. We went to Germany. We went to Switzerland. We went through Austria. And it was amazing. And I told everybody that I met in all those places, I'm in grad school, and I'm over here to find out why you made all the people leave. Why did they all go to America? We want to know. As an Indigenous person, I want some empirical data. Were you guys mean to these people? What happened? So everybody laughed, which was funny to me, but people forget that the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria were not their best citizens. We should remind them sometimes when we hear awful things said about other people who are indigenous to our continent. Should not be denigrated at all. So my grandfather, we went to Switzerland, and we went to the Matterhorn. So we rode this gondola up the side of a mountain during a storm. My grandfather, he's holding his little cane, and we helped him inside because the winds were really terrible up there. And we get inside, and there's a restaurant, and there's a stage, and there's a local band, and they're wearing their traditional clothing. They're wearing their traditional regalia. They're in lederhosen. Who knows what lederhosen is? Yes. Well, also leather. So I said to my grandpa, I said, Num Shim, let's get our picture with the natives. So he's holding his little cane, and he goes, let's do it. So think about the words of wisdom taught to you by your family members, your friends, teachers, and administrators. Who pushed you to achieve? Who may have said negative things to you? Rise above the negativity. Focus on what is in front of you. What may seem like an obstacle is merely a challenge from the Creator, testing your resolve, testing your commitment to your goals. While I was in college, we had a tragedy happen in our family. And in our family, we come from ceremonial people, as do many of you. Our people are very involved. My family is very involved in our tribal ceremonies. And I was talking to my grandfather about what had happened, and I wanted to pray for that person. And I said, Grandpa, I want to go to Sundance. I want to go in. I want to pray for this person. I want to sacrifice for them. And we talked a lot. And he says, no, you need to go to Bear Butte. Bear Butte is where we do our vision quest. So I went from kindergarten of sweat lodges to PhD at Bear Butte. I'm like, I think I missed a couple steps, Numshim. But we went there. And so my very first year there, I'm at Eastern Oregon University. I'm finishing up my school studies, and I drive my truck. So I'm headed to South Dakota, and my radiator goes out in Montana. And for some reason, a credit card company had given me a credit card while I was in college. And I went, wow, look, the radiator is $700. I have a credit card with a credit limit of $700. The creator knew this was coming. So I called my Numshim. I said, Numshim, I'm broke down. I'm in Montana. I don't have a radiator. He said, granddaughter, keep coming. The creator is testing you. The creator wants to know if you really want to be here. You're going to be tested. You're going to really have to show up. You can't just go, oh, I feel like skipping today. I feel like calling into work. No, showing up is the most important thing of all. So I got there a day late. I was supposed to go up to the mountain with a couple other women. This is where the story gets funny. I like stories that are funny. So I get there, and we're in a little gazebo. And the other women, they'd come down already. And my grandfather, I never saw him angry, but at this time, he was not happy. He's like, why are you down already? And so they explained to him why they had come back down. And he said, looking at me, granddaughter, it's all up to you now. So there I was by myself. And I climbed up the mountain. They helped me carry my stuff up. And these women had camped next to a tree. But they camped next to a tree that was on a hill. So I was like, where did you put your sleeping bag? Their husband helped me carry my stuff up. And he said, oh, they put their sleeping bags right here by this tree. I don't know if you've ever tried to sleep on a hill. How many people try to sleep on a hill? Yeah. Have you ever tried that in a sleeping bag? You're like, as the night goes on, you fall to the bottom of your sleeping bag. So the morning I woke up, and I was at the very bottom of my sleeping bag, but I also discovered there was an anthill at the bottom of my sleeping bag. I'm like, this is not where our people go. This is not. So I got up, I walked around, and I found this spot where Cheyenne have sacrificed and have been on their vision quest since time immemorial. And I knew it was that spot. I was drawn to that spot. Those two women I was going up with, they were not Cheyenne. So they didn't know. They didn't feel it. They didn't have the connection to that land that I have. So I finished that year, and I went 4 times, as is our way. And it strengthened me. And it was hard. It was 4 days with no food or water. I don't know if y'all been to South Dakota in the summertime. The best advice my grandpa gave me was, don't look at the lake, granddaughter. It'll make you thirsty. Like, that's good advice. Don't look that way. So why do I tell you that story? Because I didn't give up. Don't give up. When you're tested, when there's an obstacle, when there's a speed bump, just keep going. It's your life. Make it what you want it to be. Since time immemorial, our people have walked this land. We are the stewards of this land, of the water, earth, and sky. Since time immemorial, we have built alliances. We've established democracy. They came to us for democracy. They researched the Oneida people, and they said, we like what you're doing. We like this one person, one vote. They forgot the part about women were equals. They forgot that we elevate our women. The women choose the council for Oneida Nation. And if the council aren't doing good jobs, the women remove them from council. Among the Hopi people, some of you may already know this, if a man marries a Hopi woman, he lives with her in her home. But if he's not a good husband, they put his shoes outside the front door and send him back home for retraining. That's kind of a handy, traditional tool. Just saying. We have elevated our women and our men in equality that mainstream America is still struggling to reach. We have historically valued each and every person in our communities. We have respected those who redistribute their wealth throughout the community, not those who hoard their wealth. We respect those who lead with humility, those who lead who may not wish to do so, but their community pushed them forward to do so, often seeing in us what we do not see in ourselves. If you're asked, you are ready. Whether you believe it or not, you are ready. You will do what you need to do because that's what you need to do. You will hunt, you will gather, you will listen, you will learn. Our languages are layered in this land, our songs, our traditions, our ways of life. The bones of our ancestors are in this land. Our ancestors are all around us in this moment. Picture them. Picture the people who've gone before you. They're always with us. They're that little voice in the back of your head that says, don't go out with that girl. I told you, don't go out with that girl. Don't go out with that boy. Make better choices. Get into bed early. You got a test tomorrow. Look, I'm almost done. For everybody going, oh my God, this is so tedious. I had a professor in college. He would walk, and he always had change in his pockets. He'd walk like this, and he'd shake the change in his pockets. And I always thought, if I'm ever a teacher, I'll never put change in my pockets. I'll never walk like this. I always thought he was going to fall over. So your ancestors, they're watching, they're cheering, they're luluing for each and every one of you. Science tells us that historical generational trauma is in our DNA. What we know to be true is that the resilience, the courage, the audacity of our ancestors is also within each and every one of us. We are still here. Carry our hopes and our dreams forward. Carry yourself forward in a good way, with a good heart and a good mind. We believe in you. You are needed. You are loved. You carry the hopes and dreams of your ancestors forward. You are the 7th generation that we have dreamed of. And I know people call you Gen Z. We call you family. We're here for you. Because we know someday you'll carry us forward. Someday when you're marching in Washington, D.C., you'll remember all the people standing behind you who marched, who fought. They call my people the Fighting Cheyenne for good reason. We were not good at giving up. Our Native people were not good at giving up. We're good at standing up. How many of you powwow? Anybody here powwow? There's a dance that the men do. It's called the Duck and Dive. Has anybody heard of it? Anybody in the audience? Have you heard of the Duck and Dive? So my brother, he calls our uncle Chief David Fanman, and he said, Uncle, how do we do the duck and dive? I never did that before, but it's a competition. There's a lot of money. I want to do that. And our uncle, he said, we're Cheyenne. We don't duck and we don't dive. So do not duck, do not dive. When you come to those obstacles, go over them, go around them, go through them. You are indigenous. You're representing your nations. I read each and every name and each and every nation that you're from because I want to honor you. When I say my prayers tonight, my evening prayers, I'll think of each and every one of you. And I hope that you carry the words and the encouragement forward from everybody who's here today. All these people gathered to celebrate your accomplishments. We are still here. You are still here. Carry us forward. Carry your traditions. Carry your languages. Carry your songs. Carry your ceremonial ways. If you don't know them, learn them. So that little girl, that little 3-year-old girl, she grew up. And I'm not saying I always stood up. I got knocked down a lot in my life so far, but I keep getting up. What do they say? Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. It matters how many times you get back up. Keep getting up. Keep showing up. I'm going to read you one more poem, and then I'm done. Thank you for your patience. Wait, hold your clapping. And if you don't like poetry, you don't have to clap. It's okay. This is for each and every one of our graduates and for each of you who told your kids, get back in your room and study. For every parent who said, no, you got a test tomorrow. You can't go out tonight. You can't go roller skating. Stay here. No skate park. Study for your test. You're representing our family. It's true. It's all true. Eternal song. I feel the song of 1,000 years. I smell the earth of my ancestors. I see the sky that looked on other nations. I hear the song that carries us through the ages. I taste the victory so long denied. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right. Sorry. All right. Bonjour, Anishinaabe Moan, Brandon, Nin Indishinakaz, Zaganashinimong, Nin Ojibwe Anishinaabe, Hundadizi, Gichigami, Nijiri Niram, G, Yayan, Oma, Noongum. Greetings in Ojibwe. My name is Brandon. I am an Ojibwe member of the Grand Portage Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa, and vice chair of the Native Education Program's Parent Advisory Committee. The Ojibwe word for feather is miigwin, similar to the word mikina, which means road or path. Anishinaabe believe the eagle to have special connections between our creator, the owner, and the bird that it came from. An eagle feather symbolizes trust, honor, strength, wisdom, power, and freedom. When wearing or holding an eagle feather, remember you are honoring the Creator and all the gifts in your life, including your family, your health, your relationships, and your work. You will see on a feather there are bright and dark spots. In teachings, it shows the importance of recognizing the whole pattern of life. Embracing both the positive, which is the light, and the negative, which is the dark parts that have this balance parts that have happened in our lives, because they are what help us learn and grow. To achieve this balance, you need guidance, something outside yourself, and the eagle feather is a sacred reminder guiding us towards the good path in life. According to the Federal Fish and Wildlife, eagle feathers are for citizens of federally recognized tribes who hold a permit. Our policy is to provide a painted beaded feather to our graduates in the spirit of the eagle, so that all graduates are honored by the program in the same manner. So each one of our graduates will be gifted a Pendleton stole, a certificate, and a beaded feather. This tradition is based upon the tradition of gifting eagle feathers to Native American people who have reached a milestone of accomplishment in their life. So, it is now time to recognize our 2024 graduates. So will all presenters take your positions so we can begin our presentations? And also, if everyone will please stand for their honor song.
You, Young Bull Singers, you all may be seated. This year's graduates are Kellen Ersprung. Kellen attends McKay High School. He is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Coos, Lower Umpqua, and Siuslaw. He is the son of Amy Coos and the grandson of Linda Coos. His interests include baseball and wrestling. He was named captain of the baseball team and first all-district for table help in wrestling. After graduation, he will attend Chemeketa and pursue a career as either a home designer or an electrician. His advice to other students is, put the time in to be the best you possible. Kellen Ersprung. Graciela Morningstar Hernandez Russell. Graciela attends McNary High School. She is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians. She is the daughter of Sonia Hernandez and the granddaughter of Vern Faye Russell and Emma Tom Russell. Graciela would like to thank her grandma for inspiring her to do her best in school and to work hard to earn her diploma. She has earned writing and attendance awards throughout her educational career. After graduation, she will work for a while and then attend a higher education institute. Her advice to other students is, always show up to school and never give up. Graciela Morningstar Hernandez Russell. Sophia Richards. Sophia attends McNary High School. She is affiliated with the Santee Sioux Nation and Ottawa Dene Nation. She is the daughter of Walter Richards III and Sasha Richards, and the granddaughter of Walt Richards II and LaDonna Richards. Sophia would like to thank her family for helping her through school and graduation. Her interests include auto mechanics and welding. After graduation, she plans to attend Clackamas Community College for auto body and business. Her advice to other students is, don't procrastinate until the last minute. Sophia Richards. Devin Royston. Devin attends McNary High School. He is affiliated with the San Pasqual Band of Mission Indians. He is the son of Gina Royston and the grandson of Christina Secco. His interests include volunteering, painting, and hiking. After graduation, he will attend Chemeketa to earn an associate's degree in liberal arts, then transfer to U of O to earn a bachelor's degree. He hopes to make a positive impact in this world. Devin would like to thank his mom and his friends for being supportive of his education. They are a big part of his success. His advice to other students is, surround yourself with successful and supportive personalities that hold space for your growth as an individual. Devin Royston. Gerald Casanova. Gerald attends North Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians. He is the son of Melina Valdez. After graduation, he plans to attend trade school and become a mechanic. His advice to other students is set goals and complete them. Gerald Casanova. Shine Casanova. Shine attends North Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians. He is the son of Melina Valdez. He would like to thank his mother for helping him and motivating him to do good in school. After graduation, he plans to attend Oregon State University with a goal of becoming a medical examiner. His advice to other students is, don't fall into drugs and carefully choose your friends. Shine Casanova. Samuel Davis. Samuel attends North Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. He is the son of Crystal Lanier and Samuel Davis Sr. and Clifton King. He is the grandson of Roxanne Teeter, Sharon LaChance, Eden, and Willie Davis. His hobbies are football and wrestling. After graduation, he hopes to attend Siskiyou College and learn a trade in ironwork and to continue to play football. Samuel Davis. Amaris Kinsley. Amaris attends North Salem High School. She is affiliated with the Tohono O'odham Nation. She is the daughter of Eli Kinsley and the granddaughter of Travis Kinsley and Sherry Poitras. Her interests include basketball. She would like to thank Mr. Martino, Yilda, the behavior coach, and Mrs. Crichton, the assistant principal, for listening to me. And most of all, I would like to thank my dad. He was the reason. He was the reason I got up and went to school. After graduation, she plans to go to Chemeketa and later transfer to Portland State University to do multiple things such as studying psychology and cosmetology and helping youth out as a mentor and counselor. Her advice to other students is, don't let others dictate what you want to do. Go above and beyond for yourself, no one else. Amaris Kinsley. Gabriella Rodriguez Evans. Gabriella attends North Salem High School. She is affiliated Tlingit and Haida Corporations. She is the daughter of Jacqueline Rivera and Hector Rodriguez. Her interests include 4 years of playing varsity soccer. She would like to thank her parents for encouraging her and pushing her through school, and Coach Satre. Coach Satre helped her with homework and always encouraged her. After graduation, she plans to work in a warehouse with her aunt, then attend college to earn her Certified Nurse's Assistant certificate so that she can work through hospice. Her advice to other students is, always be yourself and focus on school. Don't be like everyone else. Be different and focus on your dreams. Gabriella Rodriguez Evans. Sakaya Simmons. Sakaya attends North Salem High School. She is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde and the Muckleshoot Indian Tribe. She is the daughter of Kevin Simmons and Robin Stober. She was the co-captain of the girls' varsity basketball team and made honor roll this past semester. She would like to thank her mom for advocating for her to have additional support when she needed them, and to both her parents and older sister for setting the standard of higher education in her family. After high school, Sakaya plans to attend Central Washington University to study environmental sciences and play for their women's rugby program. Her advice to other students is, go to class. Sakaya Simmons. Amira talks different. Amira attends North Salem High School. She is affiliated with Assiniboine and Sioux tribes of the Fort Peck Indian Reservation. She is the daughter of Mari Blackbird and the granddaughter of Jackie Weasel, Chrissy Blackbird, Alvin Talks Different, and Mercelyn Redboy. She would like to thank her family, especially her mother. They were the biggest supporters and her biggest motivation. After graduation, Amira plans to attend cosmetology school. Her advice to other students is, complete high school and become close with teachers and other students. It makes being at school and learning a lot easier. Amira talks different. Diedrich Winter. Diedrich attends North Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Tsimshian peoples. He is the son of Clinton and Jackie Winter and the grandson of Larry and Judy Hill and Roy and Judy Winter. He wants to thank his Nana and Papa for supporting him in anything he wanted to do, and specifically to his Papa for serving the country and showing him how to be a hardworking man and never give up. After graduation, he wants to make his Papa proud by starting a career in construction. He will continuously push himself to achieve more. His advice to other students is, when school gets difficult, you are close to the end. Don't give up. Push harder. Diedrich Winter. Tanner Fitzpatrick. Tanner attends Roberts High School. He is affiliated with the Cherokee Nation. He is the son of Robert and Rebecca Fitzpatrick and the grandson of Joanne Hughes. He would like to thank his mom and dad for keeping at him to graduate. His big accomplishment is finishing high school 2 years early. His goal is to get into trade school. His advice to other students is, just do what you need to do and get out as fast as you can. Tanner Fitzpatrick. Noah Gourneau. Noah attends Roberts High School and is affiliated with the Kalispel tribe of Indians. He is the grandson of Charlene Andrew. Noah would like to thank his grandmother for helping him throughout his life. She helped with homework assignments and read to him every night. Noah enjoys drawing. After graduation, he plans to participate in the SOAR program and Culinary Arts School to become a chef. His advice to students is, even if you have 0 credits, keep grinding away because you are all strong and have what it takes to succeed. I believe in you. Noah Gourneau. Alyssa Thompson. Alyssa attends Roberts High School. She is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. She is the daughter of Jamie White. She would like to thank a few teachers, Renata Young, Lindsay Everett, and Colleen Vanderreel, for supporting her in school. Her interests include drawing, skating, riding, hiking, thrifting, snowboarding, surfing, amongst many other things. After graduation, she would like to become either a forensic scientist or a mechanic. Her advice to other students is, using your voice to ask for help when necessary makes succeeding and completing high school so much easier. More stress-free. Alyssa Thompson. Brianna Waller. Brianna attends Early College High School, affiliated with the Ojibwe from the Grand Portage Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa. She is the daughter of Brandon Waller and the granddaughter of Jackie Pylan Vargas. Her interests and accomplishments are attending and graduating from Willamette Academy and dancing at powwows. After graduation, she plans to attend Western Oregon University to major in business. Her advice to other students is, don't let what happens in your life determine how far you will go. Brianna Waller.
Cecilia Romero Lacataro. Cecilia attends South Salem High School. She is affiliated with the Yurok tribes of the Yurok Reservation. She is the daughter of Cameron Romero and the granddaughter of Betty Matz. Her interests are in community service and working with animals. Her big success is that she is graduating a year early. She would like to thank her mom, Cameron Romero, for inspiring her, and her uncle, Miguel Garcia, for encouraging her to read and participate and practice her handwriting. He constantly told her how important school was. After high school, Cecilia plans to attend Chemeketa Community College to pursue a degree in both social services and business. Her advice to other students is, go to class. If you do this, you can have a chance to graduate early and start your career early. Also, make friends, go to dances, and socialize. Make new connections. Cecilia Romero Lacataro. Xavion Turner. Xavion attends South Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of the Siletz Indians. He is the son of Colin Turner and Peggy Pearson, and is the grandson of John Pearson. He would like to thank his parents and grandparents for supporting him academically and introducing him to music. His interests include skateboarding, music, studying German, and an award he is most proud of earning is in the Biliteracy Seal. After graduating, he will work towards earning a career in technology and/or music. His advice to other students is focus on the subjects that you find most important for your education and life skill set. Xavion Turner. Gavin Beebe. Gavin attends Sprague High School. He is affiliated with the Cherokee and Osage Nation. He is the son of Michael Beebe and Janaea Beebe and Robert Swoop. He would like to thank his mom and dad for helping him and encouraging him in the pursuit of his academics and future. He would like to also acknowledge his middle school and high school counselors for guiding him. Gavin's has an interest in soccer. After graduating, he plans to join the Marine Corps and pursue cyber security. His advice to other students is just keep pushing forward. Gavin Beebe. Victoria Butler. Victoria attends Sprague High School. She is affiliated with the Confederated Tribes of the Siletz Indians, Yurok in Northern Cheyenne, and she is the daughter of Leland and Dee Butler, and Victoria and Tom and Leon Ariza, and the granddaughter of Robert and Lee Tom and Reggie Butler Sr., and Lily Butler. She would like to thank her parents, grandparents, and her sister, Tia, for supporting her with her education. Extracurricular activities and sports. Victoria's achievements are lettering in varsity basketball for 4 years and being team captain of the basketball team. She has also played varsity golf. After graduating, she will be attending Oregon State University to study kinesiology and nutrition, and then to medical school to become a psychiatrist. Her advice to other students is no matter how difficult school might feel, be your own biggest motivator and keep pushing yourself to your fullest potential. Victoria Butler. Isabella Matson. Isabella attends Sprague High School. She is affiliated with the Naliki Village, and she is the daughter of Keith and Laura Rivera and Alicia Matson. She is the granddaughter of Jerry and Trika Matson. She would like to thank her mom for being her biggest supporter and encourager. Some of Isabel's accomplishments are playing volleyball and her team taking 5th in state, making academic all-state, being on the National Honor Society roll, and receiving the Summit Award at the University of Oregon. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of Oregon and study neuroscience with a minor in global health. She will be on the pre-med track. She plans to continue her studies and go to medical school to become a doctor. Her advice to other students is hard work pays off. So work your butt off. Isabel Matson. Cougar Bailey. Cougar attends West Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Hoopa Valley Tribe. He is the son of Jason and Bailey and Courtney Dupree. He is the grandson of Don Bailey. Cougar would like to thank Mike Baker and Damian Ramirez for supporting him. Some of Cougar's accomplishments include playing on the all-state football team, being a 2-time conference champion in wrestling, placing state in wrestling, and being a Salem Kaiser Beacon Award nominee. After graduation, he plans to attend Linfield University to become a doctor of physical therapy. His advice to other students is be yourself because no one's going to do it for you. Cougar Bailey. Oliver Catton. Oliver attends West Salem High School. He is affiliated with the Choctaw Nation. He is the son of Ron and Glenda Catton. And the grandson of Glenn and Alice and Ern and Cameron. Oliver's biggest interests are music and lacrosse. After graduation, he wants to attend Oregon State University to pursue construction. His advice to other students is, don't stress over the small things. Oliver Ketton. Makai DeBerry. Makai attends West Salem High School, and he is affiliated with the Fort Yama-Quencha tribe. He is the son of Angel and Sharon DeBerry, and the grandson of Angela Adams and Thomas Evans and Arlie DeBerry. He would like to thank his parents who have always made sure he was putting 100% effort. His interests and accomplishments are track and field, basketball, software engineering, and getting the spotlight on success acknowledgement. After graduation, he will attend the University of Oregon to study software engineering. His advice to other students is embrace what makes you special. That will get you to the places you want to go. Makai DeBerry. Reese Lawson. Reese attends West Salem High School. She is affiliated with the Quencha tribe of Fort Yama Indian Reservation. She is the daughter of Aaron Lawson and Lindsay Wajels, thank you, and granddaughter of Larry and Marilyn Wajel and Craig and Cheryl Lawson. She would like to thank her family and her coaches for supporting her. Some of her accomplishments are being a 2-time state champion in wrestling and earning 6th place in Reno World's All-American. Traveled to South Africa after through the Oregon USA wrestling team and earned an athletic and academic scholarship for college. After graduation, Reese plans to attend Southern Oregon University to study business, administration, and Spanish. She also plans to wrestle at Southern Oregon University. Her advice to other students is just keep showing up, even if you don't want to, and try your best at everything you do. Reese Lawson.
Reese's mom wants you to redo it, and she's a member of the Chickasaw Nation.
You want me to reread it? Okay. We're gonna rewind.
Right here. It's okay, you're fine. How do you say Chickasaw Nation? Chickasaw.
Reese Lawson attends West Salem High School. She is affiliated with the Chickasaw Nation. She is the daughter of Aaron Lawson and Lindsay Weigel, and the granddaughter of Larry and Marilyn Weigel, and she...
Good job, keep going.
Okay. She would like to thank her family and her coaches for supporting her. Some of her accomplishments are being a 2-time state champion in wrestling, earning 6th place in Reno World's All-American, traveled to South Africa through the Oregon USA wrestling team, and earned athletic and academic scholarships for college. After graduation, Reese plans to attend Southern Oregon University to study business administration and Spanish. She also plans to wrestle at Southern Oregon University. Her advice to other students is just keep showing up, even if you don't want to, and try your best at everything you do. Reese Lawson. Kenya Tawaima. Telaswima. Telaswima? Kenya Telaswima. Kenya attends West Salem High School. She is affiliated with the Hopi tribe of Arizona. She is the daughter of Mark Telaswima and Danielle Telaswima. And the granddaughter of Wayne and Christine Leon. Mark Telaswima Sr. and Jesse Telaswima. Kenya would like to thank her coach, Fordney, and Elder for telling her stories and giving her advice to help her athletic career. Her family for loving and supporting her, and her mentors, Miss Reed and Marissa. Some of her interests are running in cross country and fostering animals from the Humane Society. Some of her accomplishments is earning a place in the French National Honor Society. And after graduating, she plans to travel to several European countries and attend the University of Oregon to study business or marine science. Kenya's advice to other students is high school is equally the most exciting but hardest time that you have experienced so far. Go into high school with determination and to succeed. Kenya Telaswima. Oliver, congratulations. Okay, who's next? Thanks.
All right, will the color guard and Kevin Simmons please come up? And our presenters up here, you can head down. And will the graduates please stand and face the audience? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Native Education's graduating class of 2024. And if the drum can come up as well. And if everyone will please stand for the blessing of our graduates, the meal afterwards that will be held in the cafeteria, and also the retiring of the flag. So if our drum could come up, please, that would be great. Kevin, can you do the blessing?
Oh, yes.
For the food and everything.
Oh, okay. Thank you all. In lieu of, is the drum group here? Well, as we wait for them, I will, congratulations first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the families and to all the teachers and educators who served. Can we give them a round of applause? Parents, please. We have we're waiting for the drum group. If somebody could see them, or they're probably outside, if somebody could grab them. What we'll do here is they've asked me to bless the food, but bless the graduates. In this fashion, I would like to address, I am a fifth-year PhD student at the University of Oregon who is focusing on the role of culture within education. What I just witnessed and experienced, the parents, really was something magical and beautiful. Renee, thank you so very much. Like, that was like wonderful. I felt the power and the spirit, and honor to your family. Gentlemen, real quick, I'm gonna say a quick blessing, or actually I'll sing 2 push-ups of a song, and then I'll turn it over to you all, okay? This song here comes from this land here, from our people. This is a blessing. And in the ways that we know, this provides an opportunity for you all to pray in your own way. Hold, hold, oh. Hold, 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 hold. Head, 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 head. Hold, hold, oh. Hold, 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 hold. Thank you. Oh.